Across the chasm of time, their names still echo: Spartans. The very word conjures images of warriors, unyielding, fearless, disciplined. Their legend speaks of a society where human potential in war was pushed to its limit. Our journey takes us to ancient Greece, to a city-state named Sparta. Unlike their Athenian rivals, the Spartans dedicated themselves to the art of war. The Spartan phalanx, a seemingly impenetrable wall of shields and spears, became legendary. To comprehend the Spartan warrior, we must first understand the society that forged him. Sparta was ruled by a dual monarchy and an elite council of elders. Every aspect of Spartan life revolved around military preparedness. The Spartan system, while effective, came at a steep price. Individuality was suppressed. Art, music, and philosophy were seen as distractions. The rigid social structure stifled innovation and left Sparta vulnerable. Yet their courage at the Battle of Thermopylae became a testament to their bravery. Their story, though romanticized, continues to captivate and inspire. The Spartan education system, known as the agoj, was unlike any other. From the age of 7, boys were thrust into a world of hardship and discipline. Life in the agoge was harsh, meant to cultivate resilience. Boys trained in combat, strategy, and warfare, moving as one unit. The agoge created soldiers who were fearless, disciplined, and devoted to their city. Living on the edge, the Spartan commune. Spartan society was built on communal living and shared sacrifice. Spartan men lived in communal barracks, fostering intense bonds of brotherhood. Land ownership was communal, promoting equality and discouraging individual ambition. This austere way of life was fundamental to the Spartan worldview. Spartan women, a different kind of strength. Spartan women held a unique and prominent position. They received physical training to ensure they could bear strong sons. They managed households and businesses, demonstrating autonomy. Spartan women were the backbone of society, raising courageous warriors. Iron will, iron rule, the Spartan system. Sparta was ruled by a dual monarchy and a council of elders. The Gerousia, composed of experienced elders, advised the kings. Spartan citizens who completed the agoge earned their place in society. The system, while effective, left little room for individual expression. Born into battle, the Spartan nursery. Spartan infants were subjected to tests to ensure only the strongest survived. Newborns were bathed in wine and examined for physical imperfections. Those who survived faced a childhood of toughness and resilience. Spartan mothers instilled values of duty, discipline, and courage. At 7, Spartan boys entered the agoge, a brutal training system. They lived in communal barracks, forging bonds of brotherhood. Their days were filled with physical training and combat drills. Boys were subjected to harsh punishments to cultivate resilience. The agoge produced Spartan warriors, hardened and united. The Spartan warrior was a formidable sight on the battlefield. Their hoplon shield was both defensive and offensive. The Doru spear delivered devastating thrusts from behind the hoplon wall. For close combat, Spartans used the Xiphos short sword. Their armor prioritized mobility and efficiency, ensuring agility in battle. The true genius of Spartan warfare lay not in individual prowess, though Spartan warriors were individually formidable, but in their mastery of the phalanx formation. This tightly packed, shield-to-shield formation transformed a group of individual soldiers into a single, unstoppable unit, capable of breaking enemy lines and dominating the battlefield. Imagine a wall of bronze advancing towards you, an impenetrable barrier of shields, each emblazoned with the intimidating Spartan lambda. Behind this shield wall, a forest of spears held by disciplined warriors trained from childhood to fight as one. This was the Spartan phalanx, a testament to the power of collective discipline and coordinated action. The phalanx relied on each soldier trusting those around him, maintaining their position in the line and acting in unison. The front rank, their shields interlocked, provided an almost impenetrable defense, while the ranks behind them pressed forward, their spears lowered, ready to skewer any enemy foolish enough to get too close. The rhythmic clash of shields, the synchronized thrusts of spears, the thunderous advance of the phalanx all served to demoralize the enemy and break their will to fight. The Spartan phalanx was not invincible, of course. It was vulnerable to flanking maneuvers and attacks from the rear. But on an open battlefield against a numerically superior but less disciplined foe, the phalanx, wielded by well-trained Spartan warriors, was a force of nature, capable of overwhelming all those who dared stand in its path. No event in Spartan history looms larger in the popular imagination than the Battle of Thermopylae. This epic clash, pitting a small band of Spartan warriors against the seemingly limitless might of the Persian Empire, has become synonymous with courage against insurmountable odds, a testament to the power of human will in the face of certain death. In 480 BC, Xerxes, the king of Persia, led a massive invasion force seeking to conquer Greece and add its city-states to his vast empire. The Greek city-states, recognizing the gravity of the threat, formed an alliance to resist the Persian advance. A small force, led by the Spartan king Leonidas and his personal guard of 300 Spartans, was dispatched to hold the narrow pass of Thermopylae, a strategic choke point that served as the gateway to southern Greece. The Spartans, outnumbered perhaps 100 to 1, knew the odds were stacked against them. Yet, true to their training and their code, they did not flinch. For 2 days they held the pass, their phalanx a wall of bronze and flesh, repelling wave after wave of Persian assaults. The narrow terrain of the pass negated the Persian numerical advantage, turning the battle into a brutal, close-quarters struggle where Spartan discipline and training proved their worth. However, the Spartans were betrayed. A local shepherd seeking favor with the Persians revealed a hidden path through the mountains, allowing a contingent of Persian troops to outflank the Spartans. Surrounded and facing certain annihilation, Leonidas dismissed the bulk of the Greek forces, choosing to make a final heroic stand with his 300 Spartans and a small band of loyal allies. The Battle of Thermopylae, though a military defeat, was a moral victory for the Greeks. The courage and sacrifice of the Spartan 300, even in defeat, rallied the Greek city-states, inspiring them to fight on against the Persian invaders. Thermopylae became a rallying cry, a testament to the indomitable spirit of those who dared to resist tyranny. The Persian wars, spanning over 2 decades, were a clash of civilizations, of East versus West, of despotism versus the nascent ideals of democracy and freedom that were beginning to take root in Greece. The Spartans, with their martial prowess and unwavering discipline, played a pivotal role in repelling the Persian advance. At the Battle of Salamis, a naval engagement fought in the narrow straits near Athens, the Greek navy, led by the Athenian general Themistocles, decisively defeated the Persian fleet. This victory, achieved through a combination of cunning strategy and superior seamanship, crippled the Persian supply lines and turned the tide of the war in favor of the Greeks. Following Salamis, the Greek alliance, with Sparta playing a key role, continued to push back against the Persians. At the Battle of Plataea, a year after Thermopylae, a combined Greek army led by the Spartan general Pausanias decisively defeated the Persian army, effectively ending Xerxes' ambitions of conquering Greece. The Persian Wars had a profound impact on the Greek world. The victory over the Persians, achieved through unity and shared sacrifice, ushered in a golden age for Greek culture and influence. Sparta, having proven its martial prowess on the battlefield, emerged from the conflict as a leading power in Greece. Despite their shared victory over the Persians, a deep rivalry simmered between Sparta and Athens, shaping Greek history. Sparta's military strength contrasted with Athens's democracy and intellectual pursuits. Their rivalry fueled competition for resources and dominance. In 431 BC, tensions erupted into the Peloponnesian War. This conflict left both city-states exhausted, paving the way for Macedonian conquest. The rivalry highlights the diversity and dynamism of ancient Greek civilization. Their legacies continue to shape our understanding of politics, philosophy, and art. King Leonidas, the Spartan king who led his 300 warriors to their deaths at Thermopylae, has become an enduring symbol of Spartan courage, discipline, and unwavering devotion to duty. His actions at Thermopylae embodied the Spartan ideal: courage in the face of danger, unwavering loyalty to one's comrades, and a willingness to sacrifice everything for the good of the state. Leonidas' last stand became a testament to the power of human will, a symbol of resistance against tyranny that would inspire generations to come. The Spartan ideal, though often romanticized, was not without its flaws. Yet there is something undeniably compelling about the Spartans, something that continues to capture the imagination and inspire awe. Whatever the reason, the Spartans, and Leonidas in particular, remain etched in our collective memory. The name Leonidas resonates through history as a synonym for unwavering courage and self-sacrifice. More than just a king, he stands as the embodiment of the Spartan ideal, his story etched into the very soul of Western civilization. While his reign was short, his impact on the trajectory of Sparta and indeed the ancient world was profound. Leonidas ascended to the Spartan throne during a time of growing tension with the Persian Empire. His lineage, tracing back to the mythical Heracles, imbued him with an air of destiny, a weight of expectation that he bore with stoic determination. When news reached Sparta of the impending Persian invasion, Leonidas, bound by duty and tradition, chose to confront the invaders head-on. While history often focuses solely on the 300 Spartans who stood with Leonidas at Thermopylae, his actions in the months leading up to the battle reveal a keen strategic mind. He understood that a unified Greek front was essential to counter the Persian threat, and he tirelessly rallied support from other city-states, forging alliances that would prove crucial in the battles to come. Even in defeat at Thermopylae, Leonidas achieved a strategic victory. The time bought by his valiant stand allowed the Greek forces to regroup, ultimately leading to their triumph at Salamis and the eventual expulsion of the Persians. His sacrifice, immortalized by Herodotus and celebrated by generations of poets and historians, cemented his place as a legend, his name synonymous with unwavering courage in the face of insurmountable odds. Lycurgus, the lawgiver and architect of Spartan society. While Leonidas embodies the Spartan warrior spirit, it was Lycurgus, the semi-mythical lawgiver, who laid the very foundation of Spartan society. Shrouded in legend and debate, his true historicity remains uncertain, yet his impact on Sparta is undeniable. He is credited with shaping the Spartan constitution, the Great Retra, a document that would govern Spartan life for centuries. Lycurgus's reforms were radical even for their time. He sought to eradicate social divisions, promoting equality among Spartan citizens and instituting a system of communal land ownership and shared meals. He believed that luxury and wealth bred envy and division, and his laws strictly regulated the accumulation of personal property, promoting a simple, austere lifestyle focused on the collective good. Recognizing that the true strength of a state resided in its citizens, Lycurgus prioritized military training above all else. He established the agoge, the rigorous education system that transformed Spartan boys into disciplined warriors. His reforms extended to women as well, encouraging their physical fitness and education, a stark contrast to the social norms of other Greek city-states. Lycurgus's legacy is complex and not without controversy. His system, while effective in creating a powerful and cohesive society, also came at the cost of individual freedom and expression. Yet, his influence on Spartan thought and culture is undeniable. He is remembered as the architect of Sparta's unique social order, a system that, for all its flaws, produced some of the most formidable warriors the ancient world had ever known. Brasidas, Sparta's unconventional strategist. While Spartan military commanders were renowned for their discipline and adherence to traditional tactics, Brasidas stands out as an exception, a brilliant and unconventional strategist who challenged the norms of Spartan warfare. His campaigns during the Peloponnesian War demonstrated a remarkable adaptability and a keen understanding of both battlefield tactics and the nuances of political maneuvering. Unlike many Spartan generals, Brasidas understood the importance of winning hearts and minds. During his campaigns in the Thrace region, he skillfully exploited Athenian weaknesses, portraying himself as a liberator of Greek cities under Athenian rule. His charisma and his willingness to engage in diplomacy, a rarity among Spartans, allowed him to build alliances and undermine Athenian influence. On the battlefield, Brasidas proved to be a master of maneuver warfare. He recognized the limitations of the traditional phalanx formation, particularly in the rugged terrain of Thrace, and he was willing to adapt his tactics, utilizing surprise attacks, flanking maneuvers, and rapid deployments to outmaneuver his enemies. His most celebrated victory came at the Battle of Amphipolis in 422 BC, where he decisively defeated an Athenian force led by the renowned general Cleon. Brasidas, however, died from wounds sustained in the battle, robbing Sparta of one of its most innovative and effective military leaders. His untimely death left a void in Spartan leadership, and his loss was keenly felt in the years that followed. The twilight of kings is Sparta's slow decline. The Spartan system, honed for centuries to produce unparalleled warriors, ultimately proved unsustainable. The rigid social structure, the relentless focus on military strength at the expense of other pursuits, and the constant drain of manpower due to warfare, all contributed to Sparta's slow but inexorable decline. The seeds of this decline were sown even at the height of Spartan power. The rigid social hierarchy, while effective in maintaining order, stifled innovation and discouraged intellectual pursuits that did not directly contribute to military prowess. As the ancient world evolved, Sparta found itself increasingly outpaced by rivals who embraced new ideas and technologies. The Peloponnesian War, though a Spartan victory, came at a devastating cost. The prolonged conflict depleted Spartan manpower and drained its resources, leaving it weakened and vulnerable to challenges from within and without. The rise of Thebes, a city-state that had long chafed under Spartan dominance, marked a turning point in Spartan fortunes. At the Battle of Leuctra in 371 BC, the Theban army, led by the brilliant general Epaminondas, decisively defeated the Spartans, shattering the myth of Spartan invincibility and ending centuries of Spartan hegemony. While Sparta continued to exist as a city-state, its days as a dominant power in Greece were over. The Spartan story, for all its military glory, serves as a cautionary tale. Their unwavering focus on martial strength, while initially successful, ultimately proved their undoing. Their decline reminds us that even the most powerful societies must adapt to a changing world, lest they become prisoners of their own rigid traditions. The enduring allure of the Spartan legend. Centuries after their decline, the Spartans remain etched in our memory, a blend of historical fact and mythology. Their ideals of duty, courage, discipline, and self-sacrifice transcend time. The Spartan warrior embodies primal courage and raw determination. Their story resonates deeply, inspiring artists, writers, and filmmakers. The iconic imagery of the Spartan soldier symbolizes strength and resilience. Lessons from the ashes: Sparta's enduring relevance. The Spartans, for all their martial prowess, were not invincible. Their rigid adherence to tradition and resistance to change led to their downfall. Sparta's story is a cautionary tale about the need for adaptability. In today's rapidly changing world, innovation is essential for survival. The Spartans remind us of the power of human potential and collective action.